All right. It is the spine.
It's the world of imagination.
It is.
I roll a 22.
Oh! Okay.
I'm gonna boil these crabs.
Dude, 19? Dude, 7 points max damage! You run up a building above
Yes.
this, looking down. Matt, you see, hides with his gun. You, Darlene, hide behind a chunk of wall with your trank gun. You run to the turret that I did not give you. Atop your Hummer that I also did not give you.
Stand Up New York and Bond 45 is proud to present an ominous journey into the heart of pure terror. Evil Genius Games, in partnership with the Glass Cannon Network, is diving headfirst into the cursed and foreboding depths of the cinematic universe of Skull Island. But before we begin this epic undertaking, a gentle reminder, souls. If you didn't already know, you're invited to the after party at Coexist Game House, located at 325 West 38th Street. RSVP by scanning the QR code on the screens around the showroom. Hopefully we'll see you there. And now, without further ado, please meet the fearless explorers who are about to monkey around with destiny. First, a rough and tumble trailblazer who sports a jungle survival guide tattoo right across his inner thigh, Skid Maher. Next, a sassy survivalist who can make even the creepiest creatures crack a smile, Natalie Cuomo. Next, a rugged adventurer who's been voted most likely to wrestle a raptor and stare down a stegosaurus. It's Joe O'Brien. And next, the queen of quick wit who can con any beast, real or mythical. It's Khalees Hawkins. And finally, the ringmaster of this wild expedition, the Sultan of Suspense, the Maestro of Mystique. It's your game master, Troy LaValle. Hold on to your safari hats, prepare your paws, and get ready to go bananas. Soldiers and survivors, mandrills and macaques. Let's play Kong!
Across the street, Hamilton's playing. You know how long that show's been on Broadway? It's gonna be like the 17th cast. It's garbage. They got kids from the Fame High School playing the lead, I imagine.
I saw a billboard earlier today with some, this is going to be mean, but some of the pictures of the cast of the Book of Mormon. And I was like, who are these people? It's been on too long. It's been on too long.
It's going to be amazing. You go there, you're like, I hope I see Lin-Manuel. He doesn't even remember what he wrote. Let me ask, I have to ask this, and if you don't want to say that you're one of these people, that's fine, but is there anyone here that just was like, I couldn't get into a Broadway show, I'm going to go check out a comedy night?
Oh boy, over here, we got one.
Oh no. All right, well.
Oh boy.
As someone who's lived here for 2 decades and then quickly ran away from this cesspool of a city, if you were on the fence between seeing a Broadway play or seeing a bunch of randos make up a Kong movie, you made the right choice.
Yeah! You're gonna love it!
You made the right choice.
You'll have a story to tell, that's for sure.
You're a big Broadway guy, right?
I love Broadway. I can't believe we're here. I didn't even think about it until somebody backstage was like, you know you're playing Broadway tonight.
That was me.
I was like, oh. That was you. That was you.
Look at us, huh?
My name in lights.
If you can make it there. No, but Broadway.
Yeah.
Broadway Joe. Broadway Joe O'Brien.
Broadway Joe! Broadway Joe! Broadway Joe!
Starting shortstop for the Brooklyn Cyclones, Broadway Joe O'Brien. Sporting a 10 batting average. No, we're going to have fun. But I mentioned you like Broadway because I imagine Broadway is just garbage right now. I walked by so many billboards. Let me tell you what, not this. This is the best show in town. But most of these Broadway shows are just like B-list network TV stars reviving like dead musicals. It's like the guy from the Goldbergs and the winner of Master Chef in The Who's Tommy. And that's what it is. I'm not joking. You picked the right show coming here tonight. A few months ago, the five of us, and some of us had never met, Khalees and Natalie, we had never met until the night we did this. We got together and we played the Everyday Heroes RPG featuring the Rambo cinematic adventure. Who was here for Rambo? Bunch of Rambo folks. So we were at the old stand-up New York, uptown, and tonight, over the next 2 hours, give or take, we are going to create an improvised summer blockbuster in the cinematic universe of Kong Skull Island. But this is the first time we've ever played in this. What is your sort of background with anything Kong or Kong adjacent?
Almost zero until we did this, and then I watched Kong Skull Island. But didn't Peter Jackson do Kong? Was there a Peter Jackson?
Yeah, he did the 2005 Kong movie.
So
King Kong movie.
I saw that, and then recently I watched Kong Skull Island, and I was like,
very different films.
100%. And Kong Skull Island rules. It is awesome. So I watched it, and I was like, I want to play a role-playing game of this so bad because it's just like. Well, I don't want to spoil it. We'll see what happens. But we were talking about it backstage. Natalie watched half of it, which I thought was very generous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
she's very busy. She's a very busy person.
Very busy person.
And she didn't like the movie, so we should applaud her for her persistence as well as her dedication.
Thank you. Listen, I didn't watch Rambo, so this was a big deal.
That's right. See, the next one we do, she'll watch 3/4 of the movie, and then
Are you telling me you didn't grow up with a bunch of Kong posters on your bedroom wall next to Joey McIntyre?
No, just dong posters.
Dong posters.
Only dog poster.
You and Joe both. Did you say dong posters?
Yes, I did say dong posters.
I don't know much about Kong. Khalees, were you a big Kongite?
Kongite.
Or maybe a Godzilla-kin?
I know of King Kong. I felt bad for him during the black and white movies.
Oh yeah.
But then once they added color, you were like, fuck that guy.
Yeah. I was like, who is this Mulholland Drive bitch? I thought she was gay.
Skid, I imagine you know more facts about Kong than most middle-aged men.
Yeah, which is it's a high bar, but yes, I'm a massive. The original 1933 King Kong is one of my very, very favorite movies. I'm a huge fan of the 1970s King Kong, the Dino De Laurentiis one that got released to network. I even like the Peter Jackson one, but I'm a big fan of giant apes. And I was friends with a gorilla at one point. So.
Let's talk about that.
Well,
I think we should talk about that.
Let's dig into that one.
So how did this happen, and did he consider you a friend?
Well, no, he did actually. Well, this is the thing. We'll get into this. You can use this time to prepare a little further, Troll. I grew up in Denver. My sister's here, by the way. My sister sang, and my friend Dell flew out from Denver. They're both here. My cousin Andrew was supposed to be here, but he's not. Oh, he is.
Oh, he is.
Wow.
Made it.
Oh, I thought he was going to say some shit about you.
Hey, buddy. Hey.
Did Scott make it? Scott's here too. I don't know Scott, but that's awesome.
Are you friends with any gorillas? No.
So, Sing and I, growing up, we grew up very close to the Denver Zoo, and when I was living there, I used to go like 2 or 3 times a week. And there was a young woman there at one point who was she was there like by the gorilla enclosure every day. And so I struck a conversation with her, and she was working on her primatology master's student. This was her thesis that she was working on. So I just came and started visiting her. We started going out for a little bit. And the male gorilla, Kundu, is like the 700-pound gorilla, got accustomed to me. And she told this woman, she told me that's like, when other guys come up and sit next to me, try to talk to me, he slams the glass. He gets really aggressive. But you, he's fine. And I was like, great. I don't know how to take that, but
You're the most non-threatening
What do you think it
man
was
he's
about
ever
you?
seen.
You've had all the time to.
I guess it's because I'm not really a man. I think that's what it is. He can sense it. And but she finished her thing, and we weren't dating anymore, but I obviously kept going to the zoo, and so I would sit down. When I'd sit down by the enclosure, Kundu would come up, and he would sit next to me, and he would lean on the glass and everything. And one day I was there, and Harold Hasselbeck, who used to play defensive line for the Denver Broncos, showed up with his wife and his kid. And I sit down by the gorilla. Kundu comes up, and he sits. He leans in. He leans his head into me, and I just kind of put my hand up on the glass to say hi. And Harold Hasselbeck comes running up to me. He's just like, "Are you signing with him? You making sign language with him?" And Kundu freaks out. He's like, "Wham!" And he slammed the glass. It was like a nuclear bomb hit the zoo. And he's like, "Oh!" And he's just like, "Why did he do that?" And it was just like, "'Cause he thinks I'm his wife."
Get your hands off my wife!
So I was the Fey Ray in that situation. I've always identified it very
I was
closely.
attracted to the way that young, bespectacled woman smeared her feces on the glass. That was just skid.
I've been working on my primatology too.
What do you got?
Oh no, yeah.
I think that's pretty much it.
That was basic.
I learned that from Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
very
Jane
strong.
Goodall spent 45 years just learning that.
I definitely want more of a Pippi Longstocking relationship if I was gonna have a monkey in my life.
What was her story again?
Just had it on her shoulder, kind of like a little tiny best friend, not like a big.
Not one that could really hurt you.
No,
Yeah.
not like a murderer.
Yeah. It's like you crushed me in my hand. This is so awesome.
No, that's not attractive.
I think the anniversary of Harambe is 2 days old. Remember
Which,
Harambe?
by the way, Harambe
Yeah, the
means
killing
come together.
Who celebrates the killing of Harambe? That was a couple days ago. 3 days ago. I forgot to light a candle. Nobody's... You guys are weird if you don't celebrate.
Why do they name gorillas
That guy was dangerous.
Harambe and Kunu, and why do they name them African booty scratcher names?
I don't know.
Very strange. Well,
I don't feel qualified to answer that question.
what's going on with that needle over there? There was a weird picture of a needle and some goo. We're going to play pretend.
Yes.
I'm excited for many reasons, but I think the one I'm most excited about is we haven't played with Khalees and Natalie since Rambo. And it's our only way to be friends, so let's enjoy it.
I've been so excited about this. I had so much fun with both of you, and I've been very excited and nervous about this.
We're going to have you by the stewed and show you how the sausage gets made. And then we'll play RPGs. That's weird. Why did I say that? All right, ready? Let's imagine this. This is the beginning sort of dialogue. This is all I'm going to say, and then they're going to play for the next couple hours. It's the summer of 2017. Remember the summer of 2017, O'Brien?
Nope.
Okay. Well, we're taking you back there right now. Summer of 2017 in this fictional semi-Earth. And the world is abuzz with interest in the gigantic Titans, capital T, after a giant ape known as Kong was discovered in the middle of the Pacific on a mysterious, uncharted landmass known as Skull Island. Spoiler alert. Any one of you who even pays half attention to the morning news will hear about the activities of this organization known as Monarch, who went public recently about their work studying these Titans and the environments they come from. Everyone at this point has seen photos of all manner of strange creatures. Varied creatures beyond just Kong. I imagine there's photos of Kong on the news and maybe they're a little blurred, but then they'll show other photos of these things they're called death jackals and vine stranglers and all sort of weird, over-proportioned animals with other strange deviations. These are all animals that were allegedly found on Skull Island. as the enthusiasm some hold for these discoveries feels quite distant to your ordinary lives, thus far undisturbed by these destructive skyscraper-sized monsters. You're curious. The assumption, perhaps, that your lives may be ordinary forever is perhaps why you jumped at the opportunity from a company called Janos Biotech. Due to various personal circumstances, maybe we'll get into, maybe we won't, the $50,000 cash prize that they're offering that comes with said opportunity was simply too good to pass up, and the four of you were among a select group who won the opportunity. The description of the job amounts to an all-expenses-paid, conservation-oriented, live capture hunting trip, set to take place over a weekend in an undisclosed location. After winning a spot, you all went through a flurry of document signings, basic health screenings, and flight transfers before boarding a chartered flight on a private Airbus for the final leg of your journey. And during the long trip out to the middle of who knows where, you learn that you have been assigned to Team 4. And in fact, the 3 other people that are sitting near you have also been assigned to Team 4. You have been encouraged by Janos Biotech not to use your real names. They want to make it seem cool. It's a hunting trip and it's safe. Use your
Nothing
call
could
signs.
possibly go wrong.
Nothing could possibly go wrong. They say, come up with a call name and use that. It'll be fun. But you can do whatever you want. You look at the other teams, Team 5, 1, 2, 3, and they're all starting to talk to each other and get to know each other. And then the 4 of you look at each other. Who's the first to speak up, and what do they look like?
I'll go first. So this guy, he is dressed all in khakis, like an African bush hunter. He's a big, beefy guy with a big mustache, big safari hat, and sitting there, and he's got. Do we have our stuff with us, our
Oh yeah, you've
equipment and
got
everything?
the gear that you brought with you.
Yeah, so he's got this gigantic elephant gun with him. He's like, "Hey, nice to meet you. Hey, are you guys as excited as I am to be doing this? My name's Matt Houston, and I'm from Mankato, Minnesota. And I can go through the rest of my backstory if no one else is going to say anything."
This guy will stand up across from you eagerly and get up out of his seat, maybe a little bit nervously, but he's well built and clean cut, super clean cut, buzzed sides of his hair, crew cut kind of hair, blondish, dirty blonde, and he's wearing like an Oxford shirt tucked into khakis.
Ooh, Oxford.
Yeah, and he stands up eagerly and is like, "It's great to meet you. It's great to meet you." Puts out his hand and says, "Christian. Christian's my name."
Oh, Christian. Hey, I'm a Christian too.
Are you really?
Yeah. Jesus Christ and all that. It's not my name. I'm just a real big fan of
well, it
Lord
is
and
mine.
Savior.
Yes, well, that is great to hear. It's good to
Great.
see other people of faith on this kind of mission. I wasn't sure exactly what we would find here, and I'm very excited to hear that. What's your name?
My name's Charlotte.
Charlotte, it's a pleasure to meet you.
It's very nice to meet you too. I am Charlotte Rose, and I'm a war photographer. I've been in places like this before. I've never seen a crew this unfamiliar with
Do I
terrain.
detect the hint of an accent?
Got a bit of
bit
an accent there.
Yeah,
I
where
don't know
are
if
you
anyone's
from?
ever told you that.
I picked up accents along my
She was working so hard on the voice backstage.
Ask her what her religion is.
travels.
On my travels. Like snaps back.
I have found that most men are more soothed when I speak in this voice, and I'm a very powerful woman. I don't want to scare you with my riches.
No,
Wow, that is incredibly honest. You'd make a terrible spy. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Where are you from originally? It's all right. I don't want to pressure you.
We don't have to delve too deep into people's, personal lives. It's just an airplane ride. Where are we?
On a plane.
Oh yeah, we're an airplane.
We're on an Airbus, and you don't know where. You look out the window, and
Where did we take off from?
JFK.
Okay. Okay. Are you sure? It seems like a really long flight.
Yeah. Anyone else drive 800 miles to get to the airport? I did.
It's the only airport I know.
Seemed cool. It's the only
It's the only airport you know, yeah.
some limited role-playing capability.
I mean, airport.
Improv master Troy LaValle.
SeaTac.
Okay.
Three
that
of us
makes more
turn
sense.
toward Natalie's character, and there's an uncomfortable silence.
I'm sorry. I'm not used to talking to Homo sapiens much.
Oh. That's intriguing.
My name is Darwina Thornberry, and
I forgot that was what.
I communicate mostly with animals.
Really? What is it you do? Do you work at a zoo or something like that?
I'm a field researcher.
Oh, that's very interesting. Why did you want to join up? For the prize, or what do you want to do with the money?
I want to continue to go on adventures and meet new species and learn more about them.
Yeah, I want to do the same thing. I'm on board of that.
That is fascinating. I would love to get into science and do scientific things.
It's not science. It's passion for other species.
Wait, what do you do with these species when you meet them?
I talk to them. I communicate with them. I
Right.
find out what they love, and I learn from them.
You have conversations with, like, gazelles? I'm confused.
This is a very interesting exchange.
Wait a minute, you have passionate conversations
I'm
with
gonna
Okapi.
document it.
Documenting.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but...
I try not to take anything from the natural world.
Oh, you're one of those types. Okay.
If you're going to leave,
Hey, look,
If
all
it-
I'm saying is human beings have been the dominant species on this earth for a long, long time. You worked really hard to get here, and I think it's incumbent upon us to kill some of these things while we have the chance before they evolve and they start doing the same things to us.
Whoa! I mean, this is a mission of conservation here. That's what you signed up for.
Well,
That's
I'll
what it
be
sounds like to our reading.
conserving plenty of rounds for my elephant gun to be blowing these things' heads off.
You three can't be serious. You think these creatures are real?
Hey, you've seen the footage, I'm sure, same as the rest of us, lady.
AI has gotten pretty good these days. And until I capture it with my own technology, I'm not going to believe it.
Oh, you're one of those types.
I'm curious as to why you think everyone is one of a type.
Hey, look, it just keeps me focused. If I can categorize someone 5 seconds after meeting them, it leaves my brain free to do other things. I'm from Mankato.
Joe, your character gets hit by a drink cart. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
So sorry.
that's all right. That's all right. No problem at all. It was my fault. I was in the way there.
Do you guys need anything to drink? We're going to be landing soon. Snacks, drinks.
Yes. Can I have a tomato juice, please?
Sure.
I'll have a tomato.
A tomato.
You want an actual tomato?
Yeah.
Do you have any tomatoes in there?
Oddly enough, I do. I don't know how long it's been here. But
Someone didn't claim their kosher meal.
And you, young lady?
Long Island iced tea.
Your accent. Where are you from?
I like my tea sweet and I like it long.
Hey.
I still don't know the answer. And you, young Minnesotan.
Hey, Can I have a? Do you have do you have Malort in there? Do you got any Malorts? Can I like a pint glass full of Malort?
You know,
with
I
ice.
started the day with 1 tomato and 1 nip of Malort.
Oh, there we go.
But I lost the Malort.
Oh, shoot.
Anyhow.
I'm kind of surprised someone else ordered one.
Buckle
before I
up, we're
got to
landing
it.
soon.
I'm sorry, it was so rude of us. What is your name?
My name is Marie. Marie JFK. Yes. My uncle is running for president.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Marie.
Yes.
JFK.
Have to go now.
Bye, Marie.
Hi, Marie. She seems cool.
She had an extremely deep voice.
Yes.
She did.
Her last name doesn't.
Good Irish name, though.
Good
Marie.
Irish name. Marie
Good Irish name.
JFK. The rest of your flight goes pretty smoothly. You've made
We're
friends.
0.2 pages into the adventure so far.
I mean, really keep this tight. We also, no one used a code name. Everyone used their real names.
Oh, do we have code names?
Nope, they said don't use your real name.
Oh,
You guys
good,
Just
okay.
eschewed that.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
all used your real names.
I
But that's
prefer
all
to be
right.
honest. I prefer to be honest.
What's the point? You know.
Smooth flight, right? Nice, clean landing. You know when there's no bumps coming down? I hate a bump coming down.
Nope. Never had a flight that wasn't awful. Coming down.
Coming in, it's just before midday, and you see yourselves out the window slowly approaching a segmented and curved atoll.
Looks like there's going to be a lot of things to forage here.
Says Goodberry or Thornberry.
Thornberry.
The plane heads for the southernmost tip of this collection of little islands, and then turns and makes a bumpy landing on a crude, small runway. Once the plane comes to a full stop, the crew instructs you to collect your belongings and disembark. Maria's like, come on, get the fuck out. You get pulled outside, and are you done with your tomato? The air outside.
How did you eat the tomato?
Like an apple.
Like an apple.
Like an apple. If it's a good tomato, that's great.
Yes.
It's quite firm. The air outside is salty and humid, and the blazing sun starts to prick at your exposed skin. In the distance ahead, you see numerous carrier helicopters, pickup trucks, and these giant loaded cargo pallets, each with a banner above each pallet that has a number on it. You see small groups of militarized security, patrolling among the pallets and all this shit. And as you're walking and kind of getting settled, a lot of these military people will give you suspicious looks, and the flight crew just kind of leads you and the other hunters.
Wait,
group
Murray,
1, 2,
Murray,
3, 4.
Where are we?
Shut up.
Where?
Shut up. She just leads you to this poorly maintained building beyond.
Oh, is it a Quonset hut?
It is not. It looks like it was like an old hotel that's been kind of repurposed, but it's very dirty inside. And all the other passengers that were on this Airbus with you are brought in to maybe it used to be a mess hall or something. It's very, very strange. And there are no electronics or equipment. It's almost hollowed out. Certainly whatever it was used for before, it isn't being used for now. And everyone, all the other groups, group 1, 2, 3, and it goes up to you think 7. They're just kind of waiting above. What the heck's going on? What's going on with that Marie? And then
She was really rude.
she was really rude. All of a sudden, boom! The door gets kicked open, and you see this young Chinese man come in in a sharp and trendy business suit. He's 5'2", but he walks in like he owns the joint. And his attire is completely unsuitable for the weather. Kicks open the door, and he walks in, and he nimbly climbs atop a desk, an old desk. Maybe it was the front desk of the hotel. And he stands there with his hands on his hips. And he's like, welcome everyone to the first ever spine hunting games. My name is Hong Guao, and I am your host for today's event. As you landed a couple hours later than we expected, I'll get right to the point. And he reaches into his pocket, and Mr. Hong produces a translucent tag, the size of a small writing pen. And he says, there are a number of important creatures on this island that are at risk due to various changes in the environment. When these animals were first encountered here,
they were tagged so that they could be monitored. Tagged with these. Right here. Do you see? Young man?
Yes.
But now it is no longer safe for these creatures due to the fluctuations in this particular biome. Your job, you have been chosen, you've won the opportunity, is to catch one or more of these creatures and deliver them to one of these helicopters, these carrier helicopters waiting outside, alive. And I must emphasize that last part. He looks over at Skid's character with an elephant musket.
Whoa, wait a minute.
No,
Why
no.
did I even bring this thing?
A dead or dying one won't count, okay?
Mr. Hong,
Yes.
where is the helicopter taking them?
It is taking them to our facility where they will be housed and safe until we are able to deal with the particular environmental inconsistencies here that make it unsafe for them.
Okay,
Is that okay?
that's okay.
Mr. Hong?
Hold on. Do I smell tomato on this?
Yes, Mr. Hong.
You signed a form that said you could not bring any outside fruits or vegetables into our biome.
Mr. Hong, I ate a tomato on the way here.
She did.
Well, at least you were honest. Damn it, I respect honesty. All right, you're cool. You had a question, sir?
Yes, where are we?
You are on what is known as the Spine. It is a series of islands that curve around. We cannot discuss the exact location. for
Could you
this.
give me a
I
longitude?
am talking to the
Okay.
young man!
Okay, all right. Jeez.
Mr. Hong is intense.
It's a very intense guy. I didn't.
I've lost my train of thought. What were you saying? There's
Could-
no
what
time.
ocean are we
There's
in?
no time.
What
Mr.
ocean?
Hong?
What ocean are we in?
Yes. This island, this atoll, is a sanctuary. They must be kept alive at all costs.
Of course, of course. But how do you win the money exactly?
Whoever captures the most animals alive,
the
these
most.
beautiful creatures, and brings them to the helicopters, to the carriers.
How many have you tagged?
I mean, countless. Janus Biotech has been here for quite some time.
I mean, you have them tagged.
We're
If
trying
they're
to
in a
save as
system,
many as we can.
You should be able to count.
Have you ever read the Bible, Mr.
Goodhart,
Hong.
Christian Goodhart, and I love the Bible.
How much do you love it?
I love it so much. I sleep with it every night.
Have you ever heard of Noah's Ark?
Of course, I've heard of Noah's Ark.
Oh, I know
one
that
of my
one.
sons is named Noah.
I know that one. Yeah, no. Your son's name's Noah?
I've got a son named Noah.
You named your son after Noah from the Bible?
One of them, yes.
That's a weird thing to do.
No, it's respect.
Does anyone else here have a child that was named after someone from the Bible?
I got
And he raises his hand.
Just this young man.
I've got 10 more named after people from the Bible.
How many children do you have?
I've got 11 children, Mr. Hong. You're not very good at math, I see.
You're quite fertile, young man. You may stay along with your tomatoed companion. This place, there are many animals. When we came here, we studied them and we tried to keep them safe. We tagged them so that they could be monitored, but now they are in danger. So we have set up this little contest. Whoever brings the most animals wins $50,000. I bet that could do a lot for you and your 11 children, Mr. What was it again?
Goodhart. Goodhart, yes.
Goodhart.
I will do something terrific. Not for my children, of course, but for the children of the world.
Do we have to
The children
split the
that need-
50,000 between us, or do we each get 50,000?
The winning team will each receive $50,000.
Yes!
Wait, each team
Sorry.
will get 50,000? Wait,
Each of you,
each of us in the
Should you
team.
win-
Before or after tax?
Yeah, what? How does that work? What country are we in?
what state are you from? Every state has its own laws.
Not really feeling worth it at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
It's always safe to take 25% of your winnings
Will
and put
he
it aside.
get a child tax credit?
Yes,
How many children do you count as dependents?
He said he has 10,
I've
11.
got 11
10,
children.
11
Let me see.
children.
Did you
I
receive a
imagine he
star
only
credit
doesn't have a
this year?
Judas.
Do you have children in daycare?
I'm going to use the money to start a church orphanage, so I think that would be tax-free.
Selfish man.
Selfish man. Starting your own church orphanage.
How
It's the
many
most
animals
selfish thing I ever
will
heard
be
of in my
housed
life.
at your orphanage?
As many as can possibly fit.
Perhaps I
Praise
misjudged
God.
you. Let us move on with the adventure.
Okay.
Oh, look! A guard comes up, military guy, and drops a bunch of walkie-talkies down beside Hong's feet. And Hong just, like, gently taps one with his foot. You guys see my foot? It's got, like, a polished leather shoe. It's very gentle, like a ballet dancer. He's like, pick up one of these before you head outside to get your equipment. Don't change the channel. We will be monitoring it for assistance, requests, or any distress calls in the event that you get lost. Though don't fret, the spine here is quite safe, and the animals about they are peaceful. They live in harmony with the scientists that have studied them. In addition, the environmental hazards that these animals face should do no harm to you, as you are of a different species. Yes?
What are these environmental hazards? What are they recognizable? Is it something we could see?
No, it's something that only affects the animals. It won't affect you.
Is it something we can see or
Some-
smell or know?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no, but you will be safe. You'll find all the necessary supplies you need on your pallet. Each of you has a team. Go to your pallet with your number and you will see supplies. There will be tranquilizer guns, Mr. Minnesota.
I have a name.
What is it?
Matt Houston.
Is that your code name?
No, if maybe no one gets that reference. Maybe I'm too old. Does anyone get that reference? Thank you. Thank you. Very popular show on
Someone
ABC
from-
when I was 13.
One
It's
man
fucking
from
Lee
Team
Horsley,
7.
man. One of the most unsung actors. He did the fucking audiobook for Lonesome Dove.
You must be very proud of yourself.
I am.
One man from Team 7 knew your reference. You were instructed to have code names. Well, there will be tranquilizer guns on your pallet.
Maybe that is my that is my code name. What, you think my real name is Matt Houston?
You are quite clever, young man.
I am.
Go find your fucking pallet.
Okay.
There's also a pickup truck, should you choose it. You may not decide to use the pickup truck.
Oh, we'll
Perhaps
take it. We'll take it.
It's up to you.
Thank you.
The keys are in the ignition. The key has the number of your team attached to it. You may walk if you so choose. Hong jumps down from the desk and begins to walk away, and then he stops with his back to you, and he says, "Oh, it is currently exactly noon local time, so you have 6 hours. Be back here before sundown because the planes need to take off while there is still light. Trust me, you really don't want to stay here overnight. Mosquitoes. They're terrible. Best of luck,
It's a good thing I packed mosquito nets.
and have a good hunt." And he walks out, and as he walks out, several military people sort of block any chance of being like, "Mr. Hong, Mr. Hong, Mr. Hong." He just
With like
walks
guns
out.
pointed at us.
Walk to your pallet. Get your
Okay.
fucking pallets. And in fact, some of the other teams have they're not even waiting. They just rush to their pallets. What do you guys do?
We rushed to the pallet.
Oh yeah. It's like Hunger Games.
Yeah, I rushed to the pallet. Hold on. No one is allowed to take anything into the jungle that isn't on this pallet.
You can take anything in you want.
All right,
They
great.
said, do not kill.
I'll take my
Capture
AR-15.
alive.
Right.
That's
Message received.
it's against the rules. Get outside. Is that what you're doing? You're
Yeah, we
rushing to the
run.
pallet?
We
Run
rushed,
to the-
we grabbed
rush to the
tranquilizer
pallet.
guns,
Yep.
etc.
All right, so you get outside, you see all the other teams, some of them have already gotten the pickup truck. They're peeling off into the jungle in all directions. You're kind of, if you imagine the island, you could see it from above. It goes like this. It's kind of like a crescent shape, right?
Like a spine.
All these little things, kind of like a spine. Kind of like a...
Like a spine shape.
What's that thing when you get a bucked up spine?
Scoliosis.
Thank you. It's a scoliosis spine.
Can I do
Sorry if
a
there's any scolies in the house.
Can I do a survival check to get a guess as to like what part of the world we're in?
Yeah.
13.
I mean, you feel like the distance you traveled felt more Pacific than Atlantic, but you changed flights so many times, and it almost felt like you changed flights purposefully just to throw you off the scent of where you were being.
Okay, so he's sniffing at the air. He's like, my guess is Indian Ocean.
Could be.
Spent a week in the Maldives. Killed about 15, 16 people. I mean, animals.
Christian's gonna jump in the driver's seat.
Okay, Christian jumps in the driver's seat. Thornberry?
Definitely gonna take shotgun here.
Shotgun.
Yeah.
With a tranquilizer or with bullets?
No. I've got a hunting rifle.
Okay. No one listened to Hong.
I grabbed the
Everyone's
tranquilizer
armed to
gun.
the teeth.
Listen, Hong, he's not.
He's off-putting.
There's something that rubs me the wrong way about it. I'm here. I gotta defend myself.
Yeah.
I go more with Marie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Because she gave you the tomato.
That's right. That's right. I think
established
we're more
loyalty.
Marie people than Hong people over on this side of the table.
What about Savannah Jones over here?
Besides my trusty revolver, all I need is my camera because everybody knows the cameraman never dies.
It's true.
That's right.
Someone has to document this trip.
That's right.
But you've been told over and over again, this place is safe. It is an animal sanctuary, and they are trying to protect these animals. They're scientists, they're not hunters, so they've gathered you.
I'll just
guys.
clarify. Just because I have the hunting rifle doesn't mean I'm gonna use it.
Sure.
It's in case of emergency.
Yeah.
Just being safe
Right.
at the end of the day.
Wait, can I get a? I want a tranquilizer. I want a tranquilizer gun.
Okay. I thought you wanted to like just shoot and put one in your arm.
Yeah, that's right.
This is gonna be tough.
Let me get a taste.
All right, so you all have tranquilizer guns, should you choose to use them, but you all have your actual guns as well, if you are armed. Get outside. All these pickup trucks are taking off. You guys just go northeast. That seems to be where everyone is kind of going. There's no reason to go south. You know that the edge of the ocean is.
All right. We start following everybody.
Who's driving?
I'm driving, but I'm following for a second here, but then I want to kind of peel off as soon as possible to not follow the pack. I don't want to get behind the
see some
game.
berries.
Stop the truck. Get those berries.
Wait, pull over. I see fruit.
I think we should.
The pickup slides in the dirt. We skid out. Go, 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 go! Bust out the sides.
I grab a handful of berries. I have 2 berries per person.
We don't have
Oh.
any time.
You guys are pushing the car back up to stabilize. She brings 2 berries. to
Yeah, I
each
put
of
it
you.
in gear, hit
We
the
need
gas,
calories.
the back tires.
We need calories.
You're stuck in the
Wow.
mud. It's like, I need a push.
What are you doing as you're driving? Are you like, do you have some sort of ability to kind of scout to see if you see tracks?
Yeah,
Or,
I've got survival, of course. I can keep an eye on that.
I imagine you've got a decent wisdom survival situation. Maybe anybody have an intelligence, natural science?
Oh, I'm sure someone
Yes.
does.
I definitely
Thornberry here.
I can find a small spring in the desert that's not on any map.
Well, that was the mission.
That's right. I think that's technically a side quest, but I think it should be the priority.
The spring.
I rolled survival. I got a 13.
13. Okay.
Do you guys not want to find the spring?
I would
or-
love to find the spring. I'm thirsty as
Just
hell.
roll on the spring. Let's see if this comes back to bear fruit later in the adventure.
Yeah. In this barren desert.
I
Oh.
have really bad news. The spring is not anywhere near us.
Natural 1 on that roll.
So
Wow.
All right, so with a natural 1, that's a fumble. Yes, the spring is not
don't
near
rub
you.
it in my face. We've got 2 freaking berries.
But
Okay.
you, perhaps while getting those berries, you sense that spring is nowhere nearby.
No.
But you are convinced there is a spring, unlike any other spring, somewhere on this island.
There is.
Whoa.
There is a spring on the island.
Perhaps the Fountain of Youth.
Wait. Where? Do you have any idea, like directionally? Because it's something these animals might flock to.
Yeah.
They might flock toward the spring.
Watering holes are a great place to
We could catch a bunch at once.
capture animals alive.
I believe it's east. It's east.
Okay. She seems to know what she's talking about. Let's head east.
We start heading east. First clear spot I can see.
Start heading east based on the knowledge of Thornberry's spring site.
Spring.
And your 13 survival.
The renowned spring site of Spine Island.
You guys all have, I imagine, pretty decent perception. At a certain point, you see something up ahead, enough so that you want to stop the car, the truck.
Truck comes to a slow and measured stop.
There is
He
an
looks
animal.
through the window.
There's an animal up ahead.
Oh shit. Hey, look,
What is that?
there's one of them.
One of wood.
Is this like a two? Do we have two? Are they in the cab? Or is it only two people up
We're
front
all
and they're
in
in the
the
back?
cab.
Dude, it's your story, man. What do you
We're
want?
all in the car.
Yeah, we're
It could be a limousine.
We got a nice four-door pickup.
It could be a Hummer.
It's a Hummer.
Yes!
Okay, it's a Hummer.
Yes.
4 people in the car.
We're in a Hummer.
8 berries in the car.
Is there a
Yeah.
50 caliber turret coming out of the top of it?
Yes, yes.
My voice detect just went off, and I was sending an email to Khalees. Do you put it in the back?
What?
How did it collect those words?
Police, you put it in the back?
You need to turn off your phone.
Right
I
now, I'm
emailed him
Charlotte Rose. I can't answer for Khalees.
Weird. Khalees, do you
But I
put it in
imagine
the
she
back?
might want to put it in the back once in a while.
Once in a while.
Why I picked those words. All right, so you stop
Stop.
in your 4-seater.
4-seater. I mean, a nice 4-door. No, wait. Hummer with a
Yeah.
50 caliber
All right, everybody got Hummers.
machine gun.
And we
coming out
each
of
have
the
a
top.
Hummer.
Wow. I got a Hummer.
You see tracks. You see tracks, and you stop, but you also see up in the distance there's some sort of creature. So you don't want to drive any further. You
All right.
get scared off.
Let's get out and approach it on foot. I don't want to spook it.
Yeah.
I'll get out the driver's side door.
I'm gonna get out of the car and run up ahead and try to talk to the animal.
Oh, wait.
Too late.
She
She's
starts
gone.
running.
She's running.
Can I roll?
Darwina!
We kind of
Yes,
come up
give me a
behind.
perception. That's your wisdom perception.
What?
7.
It's not good.
7.
Mr. Hong has cursed me.
You've suffered the curse of Hong.
The curse of Hong.
Everyone who comes to this
The
island
infamous
gets
curse of
All right, but
Hong.
you run ahead. You smell a tomato nearby. You get up there, and you see that there is like a deer-like creature that looks like it's stuck at the edge of a marsh. Not a spring, a marsh. But you're looking, and would you roll 7? You're like, that doesn't look like fur. Something is strange about its skin. It almost has like a iridescent quality to it. Ooh. Like feathers. Something is fucked up with this deer.
Is that a feathered deer?
Says Goodhart.
He lifts up the tranquilizer gun. Is it within range?
Well, because Darwina's way up further than we are. She probably has a way better view of it than
Yeah,
we do.
he's aiming at Darwina.
Okay. What is that? A feathered deer? That's Darwina, you moron!
Darwina, you're getting closer, and it's not running away, but you do notice, even with a bad perception roll, that it looks like its hoof is like stuck in muck.
Oh no!
Mud.
Gotta
It's
save
like,
it.
It sees you, and it's trying to get away because it's scared, but it's.
Oh.
Oh no!
But there's something wrong with
Can
it.
I
Like
help it?
you want to get close to it to help it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be
course.
careful. It
Can
could
I-
be faking.
You start to get closer, and you see that like its antlers have these bulbous tips that seem to have like an internal glow to them.
Bulbous tips? That's so disgusting.
It's pretty gross. But you do see from one of these bulbous tips a tag.
Ew.
A tag
Stop
hanging.
saying bulbous
In
tip.
the adventure.
What?
Bulbous tip.
No.
There's a tag. That's the name of the adventure. There's a tag hanging from one of the
Oh, it
bulbous
already has
tips.
a tag.
Yes, that means it's one of the animals that you want to try and capture. It looks maybe hurt, but its injuries don't appear to be lethal, and it's like as you get closer, it's like trying to get away. What do you do?
I mean, I feel like Mr. Hong wasn't clear on how I can take them back, you know?
Got that trank gun.
So I guess I'll tranquilize the deer.
How close do you get to it?
As close as possible. I'm fearless. I'm Darwina.
All right, you're Darwina.
She is.
You're
It's true.
Darwina Thornberry, and you get as close as possible, point
Yes.
blank range with the trank gun.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Well,
Puts it up to the temple of the deer.
Say your prayers, baby.
I'm kiss the deer on the nose. I tell it I love it and I'm sorry, and then I shoot it with the trank gun.
You see this happen. What do you do?
I'm still nervous that the deer's faking it, and whispering expecto patronum.
Yeah.
What about you?
Because I've never seen anything like this
No,
in
it's
my
true.
life.
We should keep an eye out for a brown-haired, bespectacled boy in the woods.
Yeah, Christian is approaching slowly on foot, aiming down sight the trank gun at this creature just in case it tries to jump away. But he's leaving Darwina to do her thing for the moment.
Okay. Skid?
I mean, do I see the deer at all?
Yeah, you see it, but Darwina has like split off from the pack, and she's now holding a tranquilizer gun at point blank range.
Oh, okay.
And it looks like she just kissed the deer.
Okay. Okay. She did mention the passion that she had for this line of work.
Didn't she also say she talks to them?
She said she's talking to him. It's just
Maybe
like-
she's talking to him right now.
She's really into the bulbous tits.
She does seem to be.
She's got a thing for bulbous tips.
The deer's in pain. The deer would appreciate the tranquilizer right now. It's hurting.
Yeah, I think so. I think Skid thinks so. Mad is like, I'd love to have this head of this thing up on my wall that just goes so perfect between the Springbok and the Cape Buffalo. Oh man!
All right.
She's standing in the way, so he's got his elephant gun out, and he's just like, oh, every instinct in my body is to shoot this thing right in the gullet.
So can I shoot the deer with a tranquilizer gun?
Yes, but before that happens, as you're like ready to pull the trigger, I want Khalees, Joe, and Skid to roll a perception check. You are
Okay.
focused on this deer. You're lining it up. I imagine you, even though you know it's
Can I kiss the
tranquilizer,
deer again?
You can keep kissing. That's a free action.
She's just faking out with this deer, like out the distance.
The deer's nose tastes strangely like tomatoes.
What's going on with this deer?
Ooh, I got a 17 plus 8.
Oh, damn!
Big
Wow.
old 25. O'Brien?
6.
Skip.
Broadway Joe.
I got a 10.
All right, so Khalees, are you like, you said war photographer, right?
Yes.
So I love this, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I imagine as this is happening, camera's coming out. Maybe you got a zoom lens on there, and so you see things that your friends can't. And you see there's these rocks in the mud just behind the deer, and as Thornberry is kissing the deer and putting
For the fourth or fifth
for the
time.
fourth or fifth, like really uncomfortable
She's
all
like-
time.
She's trying to make out with it now?
Putting the trank gun
is
up
that
to
tongue?
the
I'm absorbing
temples.
information.
You see these rocks start to shudder and rise up. They are not rocks. There are these weird, like, crabs.
Oh!
Everybody roll for initiative.
Oh!
Big fucking crabs come out.
Bam.
That's a 6.
That's a garbage.
That's another
roll.
6.
Poop.
So give me a D20 roll plus your Dex mod. Everyday Heroes. Love it. Joe, what'd you get?
9. Adjusted 9.
Terrible. Skip.
I got a 13.
13. Oh, not too shabby. Khalees.
5. Hold on.
Who? What? Who?
7. Adjusted 7.
Justin 7. Oh, a little +2 from your Dex. Natalie.
So Darwina's empathy is getting the best of her. She did roll a 3.
A 3.
You're so involved in this deer, I don't think you notice it right
deer.
away.
I imagine by the time these creatures these like crab-like creatures start to rise up. Matt Houston, you see this first, and you get to wait. Wrong initiative.
No, that's not
tracker.
right.
What did you roll?
Correction on Khalees. 11.
11.
She has a special ability. It's a very cool ability.
Oh, cool.
She can use wisdom instead of dex.
Oh,
Because she is
that's
so
good.
wise. Because she's so wise.
I'm so
cool.
wise.
I was on the wrong initiative tracker. One of these weird crabs goes first, and it goes to attack Thornberry.
No.
All right, so this thing comes up. Let's get down to business. I hope you're ready. I'm a little nervous for the entire party.
So can I just, before anything happens,
Yes.
I am just going to say, I can say I'm just a scientist.
To the crab, you said this?
I am going to say that to the crab.
Oh,
I
you
can-
have that thing.
Yes,
You have that ability.
I can say I'm just a scientist. The crab's not going to hurt me. I'm going to tell it I'm just a scientist, and I'm going to be okay.
The crab goes to like claw you and says, "Go on."
Wow.
No,
I'm
it tries to
listening.
kill you. Here comes a claw attack. That's a 13 against your defense. What is your defense score?
14.
Oh! Big old miss. It crawls
Miss.
up, tries to grab and misses.
That's right, motherfucking crab.
Yeah. Fuck you, crab.
Now it's your turn, Skid. So you see this thing come up. It's got like weird tendrils coming out of it, as well as these claws.
I think I recognize this thing. I have an ability called Prey Species. By careful study of a species, both in and out of combat, I gain significant advantages when tracking, studying, or fighting them. Do I recognize this as a strangler crab?
You sure in fuck do.
Yeah! What's up?
How did you know that?
That's right. This is all thanks to our friend at Evil Genius Games, Goober, who made our
Shout
sheets
out
for
to
us.
Goob.
Shout out to
Felt-
Shout out to
you.
Goober.
Felt
Good
very
call.
uncomfortable calling him by his name during the Zoom call, but that is his name. Okay, so I get a bonus on this, so I am going to take with the opposite. Nobody said nothing about bringing back no live crabs, and I'm gonna fire my elephant gun at this thing.
That is true. They don't look to be tagged either.
That is a 14 to hit.
That is a hit.
Yeah! Oh, this does so much damage, this thing.
Okay.
Do so much. DiMaggio.
Oh my god. That is 23 points of damage.
So you just like, you step up, you see this thing attack your new friend from Team 4, and you just boom, and it explodes. in the
Yeah!
mud and dies.
Yeah! And he's like holding the elephant gun over his head. It's like, I hope our connecting flight is in Baltimore. Who's ready for some crab cakes? Yeah, all right.
All right, the second one comes up now. It sees that its friend, perhaps its wife, perhaps its lover has died. It comes up and does a special attack
Another
known
crab?
as a tendril grapple. Yeah, there's two of these things.
This isn't right.
Khalees, you saw these. They look like rocks. They come to life. They're crabs with hefty claws, but they have like vines on their shell that seem to be agile and prehensile, and the vines reach out to grab at you. This is going to be a strength athletics check against your athletics or your acrobatics. You get to roll the better of the
I'm
two.
going to do athletics.
All right, so roll a d20 and add your athletics score, and we will see what the fuck happens.
Oh, no. Man, you are a...
Why am I rolling terribly?
You're
I
rolling
got
really
a 10.
This thing comes up, grapples you, and starts pulling you into the mud. It's pulling you into the mud. It's trying to pull you below the surface of the
Holy
mud
I'm
shit.
screaming.
to take it down to its mud lair. Eat you! So you don't take any damage, but it's pulling you underwater. It could suffocate you. It could kill you. It could leave the encounter,
And no
they'll
one is
never see
saving
you
me.
again. Khalees, it's your turn. You saw this. Are you filming this entire thing?
No, nobody cares, and that's the part that
I care. I care.
It seems
I care.
it seems as though I'm just being killed by a crab.
That is what it seems
that
like.
way.
That's what.
It does seem that
Appearances can be deceiving, though, my friend. You never know. You never really
You
know.
know, you make out with a deer and nothing good comes of it.
That's
That's
right.
true.
Never kiss a deer on the spine. Khalees, what do you got?
I'm not sure. I don't have much defense. Can I call my lawyer? Because my lawyer would not want this to happen to her. She's one of my team. I'm trying to make the 50,000.
Free action. You pull out your cell phone. No service.
Oh,
no.
shit.
You're in the jungle, baby. And Natalie's gonna die.
All right. I'm
Just
gonna
like keep
I'm
filming
gonna
it.
do an unarmed strike. I'm just gonna come at it.
You,
Let me get this straight.
this
I-
thing comes up. Vines come off of its chin.
I feel motherly towards Darwina, and I'm just gonna come at it.
Grabs Darwina, pulls it in the mud, and you just come up and go, wham!
Oh no, I'm gonna roll again.
I guess we'll do that. You didn't like the first one?
Nobody saw that
Give it a
one.
crack.
All right.
All right.
That's
All
a
right.
that's a
21.
first. Oh,
Yeah, wow, that sounds like a hit to me.
yeah, well. Where I stand, that's a hit. What was the first roll that you decided to
Just
throw
out of
out the
curiosity.
window? As the bathwater.
It was a 1.
Oh,
You know what? Let's go with that one.
yeah.
You come up to try and help, you trip and fall face first into the mud.
Darwina!
We're
No!
drowning
No.
in 3 inches of mud while Darwina
Oh,
is
no.
being pulled in. Joe, it is Christian Goodhart's turn.
Christian Goodhart's gonna. Oh! He drops the, not drops, but releases the trank gun on his.
Mr. Goodhart,
he's
we
got
are
it on
not
his strap,
okay.
And he is just going to run boom, 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 full speed. Can he get to Darwina in a move as
Yes.
she goes? Boom, 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 boom. And he runs up to her and he's gonna slide down into the muck and grab her and brace his feet against like a rock or something to just like hold onto her so that she can't go down.
All right, so you're going to
Under
try
the
and do a
mud.
tug of war.
Tug of war with the John.
All right, let's do an opposed check here. All right, athletics against my athletics.
Let's dance.
Against the giant crab's athletics.
You dummy.
Christian Goodhart. 19.
Oh, nice.
I'm sorry. 20. 20.
Ooh.
21.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
So here's what I'll say. Meanwhile, what's your character's name? I'm sorry. I keep
Charlotte Rose.
Charlotte Rose, face down in the mud. Darwina, big pull. Smoking gun from Matt Houston's elephant gun.
Celebrating.
You come running up, you grab the crab, and you try to grab Darwina, but the crab is pulling now both of you. This is amazing.
At
It's
this
now
point,
Darwina's turn.
Darwina, what are you going to do?
You can try to escape. You can try to attack it at a disadvantage. You can just let it take you. And
Yeah.
remember the tomato.
Just accept your fate.
I mean, I would like to attack it.
Okay.
Hell
It's
yeah.
gonna be at a disadvantage. And that means you're gonna roll 2 d20s and take the worst. And the only reason it's a disadvantage because you're grabbed. You're like distracted. So
Well,
it's
come
gonna
on.
Is the
Can we-
crab rolling at a disadvantage?
be- No, the crab's really strong.
Doesn't she get a balance out from me spending my whole round just pulling her?
That's fair.
I'm helping
That's
her.
fair. That's very fair. No.
So,
I think he needs a drink. Lexi.
Okay.
Lexi.
Can I get
we're
17
gonna
Captain
attack.
and
We're gonna
Diet?
attack.
You're gonna, oh. Look at
Yeah, can we get a couple
old
drinks?
Darwina.
Couple Captain and Diets.
All right, so let's see what you got.
All right.
That was a real slow roll.
Okay.
Oh.
Now let me ask you a question.
Sure. We're all friends here.
Would this be the end of Darwina, as we know her?
No, but it's not looking good.
What would happen if the crab took her?
Well, here's what's gonna happen.
No, I don't. It's not what's going to happen. It's what if the crab took her.
Maybe you guys would start a new life together under the mud.
Yeah, you see Little Mermaid. I mean, it's not
What
necessarily all bad.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's
Under
got a
the
whole
marsh.
society down there.
Under the marsh.
You rolled a 4 and a 6.
No, this is not. No. That was me, number one. And I think this tray is cursed by Mr.
That's my
Hong.
fault. That's my fault.
Yeah, Mr. Hong, he took the tray. He put a spell on it. You
Hong
know.
did not give you a drink.
Oh, that is a sponsor, but not all of their dice trays are cursed.
I love
This
the
is
idea
a
that
rare
he-
cursed
Here,
dice
we're
tray.
gonna do a tray.
This
Let's
is a
roll.
very unusual experience that Natalie's having here.
I love the idea that he gave you tranquilizer guns and dice trays. All right, so here's how I'm going to rule this. You're like fighting. It's a very difficult situation for you. You're fighting
Wait,
against
hold
him.
on. We didn't even talk about what we rolled. We rolled a 10 with an 8 plus 6, which is a 14 if you didn't know because you're a crab.
That's yeah.
But what
crap.
did you roll in this other roll? The worst roll.
Which I rolled twice.
Yeah, what was
Right.
the worst one?
10.
Yeah, that's a mess. That's disadvantage. You take the worst one. The game is meant to hurt you.
I have to pee, okay? I have
You're
to
here
pee.
to be
Are you
hurt.
going to come back? I have a feeling you're just Irish exiting. First time you get attacked by a crab, you're just going to walk out of it. Oh, Natalie walks out after a crab attack.
No.
Well, here's the good news. Skid killed one of the... Let's go,
Hey,
Beef
let's
Stick
go,
Mitchell!
Mitchell!
All
right.
Beef Stick Mitchell!
Dude, I need a beef stick right now.
Wow.
I need a Captain Diet.
Mitchell.
Dude, I love beef.
This guy loves it. All right, well,
does.
here's the thing.
You didn't have to look at it disgusting. A simple no thank you.
Ooh, chili and star anus. Anise.
Annis.
Angus, I think that is. I think
anus.
that.
It's anus?
It's anus?
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
You'll-
It does look like a star down there when you bend over and look in the mirror.
All right.
Maybe that is a star anus. Son of a gun, Mitchell. You're a weird dude. Skid. She's getting pulled into the mud. You'll never see her again.
Okay.
She's struggling mightily against this crab. What do you do?
Okay, so I think. Hold on, sir. So I think like Matt has serious philosophical differences with Darwina.
Yeah.
But
clear.
that doesn't mean he's going to let a member of his team be sucked below the muck
Right.
by one of these damned gigantic crustaceans.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm going, especially one of these things. Like I think he's been studying these things like online. He's just like, hey, God, I want to get a shot at one of these things. So he is going to fire the elephant gun again with a very careful aim past Darwina's shoulder into its carapace.
All right, fire away.
Okay. Oh, natty 19.
Dude! Matt Houston
Natty
for the
19.
win.
Matt Houston, give me that
Natty.
damage, dude,
Okay.
with your elephant gun.
And I do get the option against a prey that I am familiar with to use an extra d6 for damage. I will take that.
Nobody likes a braggart.
That is 13 points of damage.
Holy
All right.
shit.
Now, when you do ranged into melee, it gets cover and you still hit it. If you had fumbled, you had a chance of hitting Darwina.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't.
But instead, you hit with this thing. How much damage?
13 points of damage.
All right, so it's not dead. Boom! You see, like, blue blood start to mix with the mud. What a blue and brown
Oh, wait.
make?
No. 16 points of damage.
Still alive. This is bad. It is the crab's turn. It still has hit points left. We are all alone on stage.
Natalie and Khalees left.
Was it something you said? This always happens.
They don't like your GM stuff.
Damn it. I was too aggressive. I should have just shot rainbows.
no, they're
at
coming
them.
back.
Hey, they're coming back, everybody! Khalees and Natalie! All right.